Good morning, it's D in Spirit. It's Thursday the 30th. I wanted to just do a poll today of general energy. Kind of a little bit like yesterday. We'll just do 3 cards and see what we can see, and then see what else we want to look at. So we're just going to get some general energy for the collective. There's our first 2, and we'll get one more. That happened. Oh, right, we have 4. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. You've got the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, the Empress, and the 3 of Cups. These are overall very good cards. We've got a sense of stability in the 4 of Wands. A stable home. You had a very stable home environment. A lot of stability just in general. And this would mean a stability of finances. It could mean, a car, a house, all the things, white picket fence, dog in the yard. So a really stable space and place. But perhaps you were alone at that time. And we had the appearance here of a 9 of Swords. So this knight is very fast. And so this person that appeared moved very fast and was very articulate and clever and kind. And they're really hardworking and diligent. And there was all these things that were right. But these knights have a tendency to rush in and then become impatient and just disappear. Like it's an immediate poof into thin air. Kind of thing. So it is a thing and it's not a thing. And you are the Empress and a mother, a caregiver, someone who's a natural caregiver. And there are 3 people that are involved in this scenario. And the 3 of Cups, there are 3 cups of love involved in this scenario. And this is not a 3 of Swords, this is a 3 of Cups. And I just can't get over the fact that it looks like there's 3 children there. So maybe 3 young adults, but there's 3 people involved that the Empress has an obligation to protect and to safeguard, because that's who she is. She's the Empress. And so maybe this Knight of Swords came in and came out, but perhaps you were not left with the stability that you had in the past. Well, what you would be saving is the Empress, to be not with that 9 of Swords or not in that vulnerable position. You save the Empress and the 3 of Cups. It's 2 3s as well. It's really nice. So those are both in both divinity. So all things, there's a lot of things that come in 3s, but the Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and then a long list of other things that the 3s represent other than the Trinity. And they are just all, it's a divine card. So this is a divine pairing of these 2 cards of the Empress and these 3 of Cups, which is 3 loving individuals. Like there's 3 people that are like, they're in conversation. They're just being friends and hanging out together and enjoying one another's company. And that's what the Empress is here to protect. So that's the message that I have right now. I hope this helps somebody. I'm not sure who that might be for. Let's look at what's under the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. So like the beginning of love. No. And then the 8 of Wands, which is a fast incoming energy of the beginning of love. The Ace of Cups at its heart is the beginning of love for yourself. So the Ace of Wands is the beginning of love for yourself. and protection of self coming in really fast. And with this cup, when you're protecting yourself, there may be times when your cup, right here, there's a lot of emotion flowing. A lot of emotion flowing. So some of protecting yourself is letting that emotion flow as it will, because that love of self is coming in fast. And it is definitely related to being the Empress, to protecting this Three of Cups here. And the Lovers, in a very real sense, just the Lovers, oh gosh, and the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning. Now, this does not, and the Lovers does not necessarily indicate a love situation. What it indicates is a harmonious family, or a harmonious family life. And the Wheel of Fortune means that if things have been really bad, when the wheel turns, then your fortune turns up. Your fortune turns up by protecting that Ace of Cups, your self love, by being the Empress, by building yourself up with self love, being the Empress and protecting that Three of Cups, which causes your Wheel of Fortune to turn. And you then have more of a harmonious family existence, even if you don't have just La Maison. That's what I think of when I think of that, La Maison. Even if you don't have that little, French villa, whatever, then you still likely, oh, I gotcha. You still will have, though, the Empress and her Three of Cups, so you'll still have the happiness and the joy of the family unit, which is meant to be loving and joyous. We also have, this is a lot of major arcana, so there's a lot of stuff happening here. It's a lot of major arcana. We also have the Tower. And so the Tower may bring about this change. The Tower may be brought about by this Nine of Swords, or the disappearance of the Nine of Swords maybe is brought about by this Tower. So we're going to leave it. I'm going to leave it right there. I don't want to run these readings too long because they can get really in-depth and complicated. But we've got the Tower, the Lovers, the Wheel of Fortune, the Empress. So these are major, and the Ace of Cups. I mean, we've got these Knight of Swords. There's only 3 cards here that are minor arcana. So this is not everyday kind of happenings in people's lives. I mean, it's not very often, hopefully, that we go through these tumultuous changes where there's a lot of things happening. But this is self-love. This is loving the Empress, who is carrying far the Three of Cups. So I hope that is for the right person at this time. Of course, the Empress is your nurturer and your grower. Like, she's the one who touches the garden and it just becomes green. She is the creator of the life that is around us, and she's kind and comforting. And so that's who you are to those 3 people, to the Three of Cups. But those are 3 separate people other than you. Those are 3 people that you're looking over as the Empress. Hope this helps today. Y'all have a good one.